Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm here to film a very short part 2 to my fall favorites video. I have to admit, there's probably a lot of stuff that I'm going to be leaving out here. All I have today really are coats, sweaters, a couple of beauty products, but let's just get into it. I'm very excited to share some of these items with you. It honestly has not been like coat outerwear season here yet, despite it being October 20th. So the first one that I want to talk about, I absolutely love. I think it is pretty versatile in terms of the temperature in which you wear it. It is the Toteme scarf jacket. I think that's what this is called. She is just so chic. This jacket, I wore this coat so much last year. It is so chic to me. It's also quite warm, but it's also kind of light at the same time. Like, you can wear this in a variety of cold weather scenarios. I think it looks great when you drape the scarf like this, but it also looks great when you just kind of keep both sides of the scarf down. The stitching on this jacket is just phenomenal. It is so well made, and I am very much into fringe right now, even more so than I was last year, so I'm really excited for the weather to get to a point where I can wear this on a pretty regular basis. And I think that it's really nice to have at least one coat, one piece of outerwear that's a little bit more, I definitely think that this is a staple, but it's a little bit more fun than your average trench. Next I have this JNBY cropped trench, which I also got last year. I think that this is another piece that's really chic and very versatile. So you can just sort of wear it open like this, right? And I think that this is great, but you could also take this, clasp these together, and then you can get this kind of look that I also think is really cool. This is the back of the trench. I also think that this is a great transitional piece. You're in fall, maybe in the morning as you're walking you need a trench, but you may not in the evening. It's a lighter version of a trench coat, but it's also just a really cool piece, and it can be as equally cool as it is functional. Next I have this oversized Helsa coat, which I'm actually just gonna put a video somewhere of me wearing this. I'll show what I can, but this coat is long. I'm 5'7" and it's quite oversized. I also have the belt here. I'm not even gonna loop it, I'm just gonna give you all an idea. I also love the little details like this. It comes with a belt for your wrists so that you can get a really cinched look around your wrist, but it's also just like that added detail that makes the trench coat even more special. Yes, I love this trench coat so much. I love Helsa so much as a brand. I think that they make amazing outerwear. This jacket, it is this Sherpa lined leather jacket that I got from Zara years ago, but it has really stood the test of time. This jacket has really stood the test of time. I'll briefly try it on here, but I'm also going to post a video of me wearing it as well, just to give you a better look. Again, I got this years ago, so I really highly doubt that I'm going to be able to link the exact same one, but I will try to find one similar. Zara is a really good place to go if you're looking for a really cool jacket, but something within a more reasonable price point, of course. Like right now, I know everyone is talking about it's like a moto biker leather jacket, funnel neck. It's really chic, it's really cool. I have not made a purchase from Zara in quite some time to really speak to their current quality. I did get this years ago, and what I will say is that this one is held up. I also am very intentional about taking care of my things. Like, all of my coats are actually hung up on a rack in my spare bedroom just so that they stay in really good condition. I get my trench coats dry cleaned at least twice per season. So I will say that this has been in good condition, in part because I keep it in good condition. This is another one of those pieces that I get a lot of compliments on when I wear. I never wear this zipped up, I will say, but I'm not mad at this. This is kind of cool. I've actually never done this before, but it has this cool little neck detail when you do that. I'll try to link a similar one down below. Like I said, I can't find the material composition, but if I find it, I'll put it in the description box. I know that this is not real Sherpa, and I'm skeptical about whether or not it's real leather. It may have like real leather elements. Like, I wouldn't doubt if this stitching here is real leather and then this isn't, but It is super soft. If you're interested in me doing a video about my entire coat collection and just sort of doing a try on, I'm more than happy to do that. That actually sounds pretty fun. I thought I'd share with you this Loewe scarf that I just think is so chic. And this is like a really, really great scarf for those days where maybe it's kind of chilly outside, but you don't want a coat, but you wear like this scarf with maybe a chunky sweater and it's like the perfect amount of warm. There's so many ways you can wear this scarf because it is quite long. So you could hit it with one of these. You could just do the classic drape, hit it with a nice little tie. It's just like so soft, it's fluffy, it's an incredible quality. It's one of those things where if I have kids, I can definitely pass this down. It's an incredible, incredible scarf. One thing over the past year that I've been trying to do is invest in pieces that are composed of natural materials. So I've been trying really hard to invest in cashmere and wool and 100% cotton. Items that I know are just really gonna stand the test of time, that I won't have to repurchase, that are not gonna shrink or really wrinkly. What better time of year to like really start thinking about that than fall and winter? So I wanna share with you all some of the pieces that I have that I've recently invested in, and maybe just sort of share a few places where this is a really great place to get cashmere and wool and cotton, linen for the cooler months, of course. Before we start, I'll say I did just purchase this Cos black mock neck turtleneck sweater. I'm really excited. I love the shape of it on the model anyway, and I did a little bit of research and found a few people that did a try on. I think that this is going to be a really incredible fall staple because there's so many ways that this can be dressed. One thing I also want to share that I think is important, these particular hangers, which I will link down below. If you've ever seen sweaters or knitwear in general have those little divots in the shoulders with traditional hangers, it's because the shoulders are being disfigured by the hangers. This hanger is designed specifically for knitwear to help it avoid becoming disfigured effectively. So you put it on and you can see how it sort of just follows the natural line of the sweater. So if you are investing in nicer knitwear, even if your knitwear is made of synthetic materials, it might be worth it. All of that said, Aritzia has really great cashmere. I got this boat neck cashmere sweater from Aritzia in this beautiful like baby sky blue color. I also love the boat neck neckline. Most of the time what I will say though is I drape this over my shoulders. If I can find a photo or video of me wearing this, I will post it here. It is incredibly soft. Definitely recommend checking out Aritzia if you are in the market for cashmere. I have this blue 100% wool cardigan from Cos. This blue is just so rich. I also think it complements my skin tone very nicely. It is so incredibly soft. It's heavy. It's thick. I also think it's just really nice to have like a really bright pop of color in the colder months. I like the idea of that. I kind of like to tie this one around my waist a lot. This gray Cos cashmere sweater. First of all, a gray sweater is such a closet staple. There's so many different ways that you can style a gray sweater, and especially layer with the gray sweater. It is the perfect heather gray. It is so soft. I love where it falls on me. I'm gonna again try to find a video of me wearing this so you can get a better sense. And again, if you're like me and you're trying to incorporate more natural materials, check out Cos for sure. The price of their cashmere has recently gone up though, because that black turtleneck that I just was talking about earlier, I paid that was nearly like $400. Now granted, that sweater is a lot of material, it's very thick. I don't recall their stuff ever having been that expensive. So I wanted to include this Ganni sweater because it's a little bit more fun. It's a print. I don't have a ton of print sweaters. If you're intimidated by print, try something that's a little bit more in the neutral color family, like black, brown, gray, that kind of thing. The neckline of this is so cool. I actually got this from the Real. It was in pristine condition because it actually still has, I have not worn this, it actually still has the Ganni tag on it. This Khaite sweater, I feel like I'm talking about this sweater all the time because it's quite literally, I think, the best thing that I own. It is 100% cashmere. and it has this like really gorgeous deep neckline that allows you to be really versatile in how you wear it. So you can be a little bit more sexy and wear nothing underneath it, or you can pair it with a white tee. I'm gonna post a video here that if you've been on my channel for a while, you've definitely seen this video already because I've talked about it across several other videos. But you can wear it with a white tee. You can sort of wear it like I have it here. I love the way it just sort of hugs my waist. It has this braided elbow detail that I love. I also have this Reformation cashmere sweater. You can see that this sweater is quite thin. I didn't realize how thin it actually was when I purchased it because I purchased it online. I will admit that when I first received it, I did not like it. I did not like that it was how see-through it was. But I've really grown to like this sweater because I drape it a lot now. You can wear it throughout the different seasons a lot more. Like you can wear this in spring. This is really great for like those cooler beach days, if you're out on the beach in the morning and you just need something really light to keep you warm. And then the last thing I want to talk about, I actually don't have it with me because it's packed away because I'm leaving, is my sweater from the Row. This is also one of the best things that I own. I got it again from the Real in pristine condition. This thing is so thick. It keeps you so warm, but it's also so breathable. It is quite literally one of the best constructed pieces that I own, along with that Khaite cashmere sweater. So while I really like fall a lot, I love the way the air feels. I love the weather. I love just the energy of fall. I really do. I also know it's a time of year where we're creeping into the winter blues era, the seasonal depression, seasonal affective disorder, all of the things where I tend to feel pretty down. And I'm actually gonna dedicate an entire video discussing what I do to sort of keep my spirits up, maintain, and really combat the winter blues, because it's just not, it is not a fun time. But really for me, it's about preparing for it and thinking about it. And one thing that I start using a little bit more diligently in the fall is my hatch alarm. I know a lot of people talk about the hatch alarm already, but I want to share the thing about the hatch alarm that I really like specifically, because the hatch alarm will do a lot of different things. It's not just an alarm clock. It sends you a bedtime reminder. You can listen to motivational speeches. It's also, it does sound therapy. But my favorite thing about the hatch alarm is that it is a dawn simulator as well. I'll put a copy of this study here, but there are a lot of studies that discuss the efficacy of dawn simulators when it comes to combating the winter blues, and I've had a whole year to use it. I used it last winter, and I will say it makes a difference. It makes a difference. So what is a dawn simulator? When you move into the colder months, unfortunately, you start to lose daylight and you wake up in the dark and you go to sleep in the dark, you come home from work in the dark, you know, it's just dark, dark, dark all the time. And for me, that plays a pretty significant role in just how I'm feeling in the colder months. A dawn simulator, it emits this really dawn-like light into your room as the alarm clock goes off to wake you up. And waking up to that light makes a big difference. I'm gonna try to post a video somewhere on the screen that sort of shows what the dawn simulation actually looks like, but your alarm clock could just be like birds chirping, it could be the sound of waves crashing, it can be any custom noise really that you choose. There are so many custom settings with this thing too. You can really personalize it. I have started using this already. I'm going to continue to use it throughout the winter months. I do use it in the summertime. I just find that I need it less. And on a similar note, because I often start to feel a little bit down this time of year with losing daylight, being outside a little bit less, although I'm outside quite a bit now, even still, I like to indulge a little bit more in some of those day-to-day luxuries. So I'm thinking specifically, I take a lot of baths. I've noticed in the cooler months, you know, I have all my bath salts, my bath bombs, bubble bath, light candles, play some good music, and just really, yeah, practice some self-care and wind down and feel really good. One of the things that I actually purchased was this Chanel body oil that I love to use after I get out of the bath. And the thing about this, not only does it smell absolutely beautiful, it's also incredibly moisturizing, which in the colder months is so important. I don't know if this this makes me neurotic, but after I get out of the bath, I also shower because I just feel like, I don't know. But I shower and then I put all my body lotions on and then I'll just spray this all over. This past fall, winter, I used this probably 20 times. And you can see I still have a significant amount of this product left, so I feel like it's gonna last me forever. The last thing I have in sort of this beauty wellness kind of category is what I think is gonna be my go-to fall lip combo for nighttime. So I just picked up this Makeup Forever Artist Pencil in the color Dramatic Plum, and I actually made a TikTok talking about how my go-to lip color, thanks to the girls on TikTok, is actually MAC Plum. And I was like, I wonder if I can find a much deeper, maybe a little bit more red version of MAC Plum to, you know, wear in the nighttime if I want something a little bit deeper, something a little bit more sultry. And I found this, and I've actually had this Merit lip oil for a while that I liked on its own, but it always felt like it was missing something when I would wear it. For the sake of this video, I'll go ahead and do like a quick little demonstration of what this lip combo looks like. Woo! Still in that plum family that I think is really flattering for my skin tone. If you're in the same skin tone family, whether you're much lighter or much darker, I think that this might be a color combination that's pretty flattering on you. The last thing I'm going to talk about is really not that specific to fall, to be honest, but it is a great bag, and I do love carrying this bag specifically in the colder months because I just love the way it complements some of my cold weather outfits, and it's my everyday bag. It is this Bottega Hobo that I actually got again from The Real, and I carry it like this, just sort of regular. But I'll also kind of slouch it and carry it under my arm like this. It's such a good bag. It's so sturdy. It's probably one of the better investments that I've ever made. I do feel like in the fall months, a big slouchy bag is, I don't know what's giving fall about that at all, but I feel like if you understand what I mean, you understand what I mean. Because I also have the Coach Brooklyn 39, which I've talked about a good deal on my page. Beautiful suede bag from Coach that I love, and every single time I wear that bag I get so many compliments. But that's all I have for now. Thank you again for joining me. I'm really excited that I managed to be a little bit more consistent on my channel. Like I said, coming up I am going to do a video about a few things that I do to prepare to fight back the winter blues. I'm going to do a day in my life video, and I'm also going to the Hamptons this week, so I plan to vlog that just for a couple of days. But yeah, I will see you next time.